Hello everyone, this is Drew with Drew Drives. Today, let's go for a drive in the 2020 Toyota Supra 3.0. So this vehicle has 335 horsepower, it has the BMW B58 engine, which is amazing. I've always loved the new Supra because I'm a huge BMW fan. It's an awesome car. I love the gauge cluster, which is unique to the Supra. You can't find that in any other BMW products. With the screen, it's pretty much iDrive. It's a version of iDrive 6, I think. It's pretty simple. But it's touchscreen and you have the iDrive controller over here as well. Safety system over here, parking brake. This only has the ZF8. You can get a manual transmission in the Supra, I believe, starting in 2023, if I'm not mistaken. You have a head-up display as well. JBL sound system. Steering wheel is pretty nice. So this car is finished in Renaissance Red. Nice color. I like the daytime running lights. Black wheels with red brake calipers. Yeah, it's a pretty good looking car. You also have a wireless charging tray over there as well. And you have heated seats, but no ventilated seats in this car. Here's your backup camera. You have parking sensors, but no 360 camera. You do have the backup camera though, as you can see, with dynamic guidelines. So the B58 is an incredible engine. I absolutely love it. And the B58 is very reliable too. So I personally never really understood why people had many complaints that BMW worked with Toyota worked with BMW on this, because the B58 is a phenomenal inline six and it's very reliable. So what's the problem, right? And BMW interiors are amazing. The build quality is amazing. So I see no issues with it at all. Yeah, engine sounds pretty good, as you can see there. Yeah, blind spots are pretty, compromised. You can't really see much because it is a small coupe at the end of the day. Performance coupe. Suspension is pretty rough. Yeah, that transmission sounds amazing, and the downshifting is so satisfying. The ZF8 in this car is fantastic. I believe the ZF8 transmission in a lot of BMW products, in this vehicle, it's one of the best in the industry. It feels just, it's like a DCT, but it's so aggressive. It sounds so good in this car. Whenever you downshift, you can hear those pops and crackles coming from the exhaust. It sounds fantastic. I love any BMW with the B58. Like, it's a no-brainer for me. Handling is good too. Steering is nice and smooth. It has the perfect amount of weight to it. In sport mode, it's really nice. That exhaust sounds amazing. Can never get tired of doing that, that's for sure. Oh yeah, I mean, as I was saying, the ride is pretty harsh. The ride heights are really low. If you're on the taller side, it's definitely difficult to get in and out of the car. I have a really hard time getting in and out of cars really low to the ground like this. But yeah, you can see how bumpy it is. But yeah, the car's fast, sounds incredible, the transmission's awesome. I don't think I could daily drive this car just because of how uncomfortable it is. I daily drive a G80 M3 6-speed, but that car, it's visceral, but whenever I want it to be relaxed, it can be. Like, this is, it's not, the suspension's not nearly as rough as it is in this car, you know? But like, I don't think I could daily drive this just because it's hard for me to get in and out of it, and like, it's really bumpy. In even with the little undulations in the road. Yeah, it is very fun. Like, you want to use this as a weekend car, you'll have a lot of fun. I never got the chance to drive the manual Supra. I really want to try that out. I think that would be awesome. But they're really hard to come by. I mean, as I was saying, it's like, it came out pretty recently, like 2022 or something like that, so it's kind of hard to get your hands on one of those. Like, I think it's like the A92 edition or something like that. Look how fast the transmission responds. It's impressive. Love it. I'm gonna take it out of sport mode just to see how it's like in the normal setting. Exhaust gets quieter. Steering gets a little bit lighter, but when you do put your foot down, the car will fly, that's for sure. The seats are, you know, decently comfortable. They are pretty sporty, so they're like bolstered on the right and left side pretty heavily. See, that bump was pretty rough, even in normal mode. Like, as I was saying, you know, this whole video, it's the character of the car. It's a sporty, very sporty coupe. I mean, personally, yeah, this is a really fun car for sure. But for me personally, it's definitely more of like a weekend car. It's not something I would daily drive just because of the characteristics of the car. It's a weekend toy, but it's a really cool car nonetheless. I really like this, the Mark V Supra. It's awesome. But I do wish that they came out with a manual transmission from the beginning, because that's what everyone wanted. I'm still confused as to why they waited a few years before giving the manual, which is what everyone really wanted, you know what I mean? And yeah, the lane keep assist is very intrusive. It just keeps on taking over, which is kind of annoying, to be honest with you. But yeah, it does look like this car has adaptive cruise control, which is a useful option in any car. But anyways, that is about it. Thank you for watching another video of Dhruv Drives. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.